Greetings, my fellow travelers. This is Hana Funapa, which I wasn't expecting. I just grabbed a save at random. And, well, I'm going to Anomaly in a bit of a rush, because I caught a video earlier today when it was quiet at work and I was bored out of my mind and there was no one at reception or at the bar. Watched a little YouTube. And somebody decided it was a great idea to start building bases on the bases featured in the Anomaly, which of course can only happen if you got some sort of software to cheat, because there's no building permissions. And I just want to see it with my own two eyes, make a quick video of it and whip it off right away to feedback page at No Man's Sky. I tried looking at Reddit, but there didn't seem to be a section, bring to detention of devs bug or problem. Just a lot of random posts, people either praising or complaining about stuff, and other people responding. So I'm really hoping that there's no problem. If there's a problem, I'm hoping that somebody was able to get in touch with them and get it dealt with. But if people are indeed building bases or leaving random shit in bases here, then it's not just a question of it's insulting to the person that built the base. I would think it's also insulting to the game developers who actually decided to feature the base. Okay, I'm going to do that one last because the landing area is going to be awful for the Corvette, but let's try Last Egg from the first Dragon Emperor. Wish me luck, my fellow travelers. Right, turns out the mic was off, but yeah, having a look above it looked really, really good. But I'm in single player, not multiplayer. Oh, that's annoying. I didn't climb that far. Okay, fine. Go to the Anomaly. wasn't aware I was in a group. Right. Yeah, he's happy. Okay. Where's my ship? I tell it's nowhere to be seen. All right. Doesn't appear to be any rendering issues that I saw in the video. Of course, a person could have been pixelating part of the image to avoid people going ape on the trolls' bases. Space anomaly, photo mode, report offensive base. And here we go. 4 bases. That's regrettable that that one is not. Just because it doesn't count for stats does not mean it shouldn't do the image of. Okay, there does not appear to be any landing pads or any structures on the plateau, except for that over there. Whoops. Got a ship. I don't want to shoot. Don't want to be an asshole who's going around here picking fights with people. You know, the funny thing is, you don't have to build a base on this world. You don't have to build a base within 1,000 U's from here because it's at the space anomaly. I mean, I'm sorry, but I would be embarrassed to build something like this next to that. Well, at least nobody's shooting at me. There's that, I suppose. Spoke too soon. Frigging Sentinel. Yeah. I don't know if the reason you don't see names for bases is because there's supposed to be a base computer there. No, I guess people are fucking around with the game engine, or because the there's not enough horsepower for the servers. No, nothing there. But the funny thing is, if I was the developers, I featured players' bases, and it's certainly a remarkable thing, and I've seen others that are incredible and should be on the featured bases list. I'd make sure the bases are untouchable. Now, put a trading post some distance away with long-range teleporter pads, and, protect the base. Uh-oh, there's the other one. That's wrong. That's not part of it. I mean, I suppose it's all... Yeah, there they go. Here we go. This shit. And the person has not given build permissions to anybody. So unless there's something seriously wrong with the game engine where different iterations of the world are bleeding into each other, the game developers have screwed the pooch. Come on, land already. Yeah, that makes no sense. That the guy who would build that would do this. Let's assume for the sake of argument that there is some sort of rendering issue right now and we're not seeing the whole thing because of whatever reason. It just does not fit. Let's see if I can't plot this thing down close to one of the other ones. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay. Turn just a little bit. Land. Okay. Okay, third person. Just fucking weird. Okay, but it was right in front, the two base computers. Yeah. Well, honestly, I hope the developers, basically ban these people from the game. Because this isn't, a rendition problem. This isn't a case of, they built on this plateau because they're a different iteration of the game and the structure's not here. No, you can't do this by accident. Yeah. And I'm not sorry. I'm sorry. It's a very Canadian thing to say sorry. Take it further than just banning them from the game. Ask Sony to ban them. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, does anybody see anything resembling a base computer? Right there, motherfucker. Gotcha. You know, basically it's like going into somebody else's house, spray painting on the walls. Harry was here. Okay, so that doesn't remove the base. That just makes it invisible to me. Clever, clever little troll. Base computer's here. So it's either underground or it's invisible for whatever reason. Yeah. Wow. It's literally just multiplying. I never got that. Video games, the closest I've got to that in Destiny would have been there you are running somewhere and somebody decides to shoot at you. And it's like, okay, if you don't know how the game works and you're upset that I shot at an enemy at the same time you were shooting at the minion on it, not a quest. In No Man's Sky it'd be a quest, but in Destiny it'd be a bounty where you have to kill enemies. It doesn't make any difference who actually gets the last bullet in. It's just as long as you're shooting at the enemies, it's sufficient. But and even then, it's like just message at a person, hey, I'm trying to kill things for a bounty. Please, send. Otherwise, that just some random jerk just going around shooting people. Or the only other place I can think of is Battlefield, where there you are trying to learn what is the bullet drop of a weapon. That's it's a fictional bullet drop. It's not a real one. I don't have sniping tables for an L1 or an L7. And the person decides to literally lie down in front of you, so you're looking up his ass. I know it's a virtual ass, but still, the image is not lost. And you get killed by the enemy players and by your teammate. Great question is, where the heck's the ship? Oh, this might be the silver lining, if it'll land here. It might just be ground right underneath the just crying out loud. Okay, well. Okay, it does not appear that this base has been sabotaged this way. I mean, oh, I went for the water. Okay, fair enough. For a second, I thought it was like a 60-degree angle pointing down. To use what little Yiddish I actually know, I'm thinking these people have very little putts. You can have well guess what I mean by that. Hello there. me that you have to be, I don't know, so jealous, so threatened, so, well, I'm allowed to do whatever I want. You know, are you 4 years old? To go around fucking up other people's stuff just for the fun of it. It's so sad. It's so petty. And I do believe there's this one great scene in Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back where they arrive at some house, they knock on the door, some punk kid answers, "Are you so-and-so?" "Yeah, I am." "So what?" "Did you say such and such?" "Yeah, so what?" And then they proceed to beat the living daylights out of him. Because, you know, that's the funny thing is 100 years ago, there was no internet. You couldn't mouth off at somebody on the other side of the world or some other part of the country. So yeah, if the people in your village got fed up with your attitude, attitude correction occurred. You know, there wasn't a number of stupid and uncivilized people simply because people just got fed up with it, and you know, John the idiot got smacked a few times and became John the responsible citizen. So that goes back to my comment about hope the devs decide to take this very seriously and ban the people from the game. And, you know, make sure, send a message. You know, when people try to log in the game, you have been banned for briefing this base and this base and this base, such and such date and such and such date and such date. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Oh, fuck me. Okay, that's a rendering issue. But that is not. Nope. Okay. Well, final test, so to speak. Yeah, that's completely fabricated. The person who built this base would not have done that. Yeah, here we go. Whoops. Holy motherfucking shit. There's some asshole here that I can't see who's doing this. Fuck. Yeah, this is not a rendering issue. So yeah, somebody with a very small putz. And I'm probably begging for someone to start trolling my channel or my bases, but fuck me sideways. And, you know, the irony is there's actually a certain beauty to this. So why not just build a base, you know, over there and do this either above the water or above that little forest over there, above the hill or something. Add to the environment instead of distracting from this person's work. Can you imagine this guy who hasn't been at his base for a while comes over and this shit happens to them? I mean, the only problem I ever had with this person's base is, well, that there, but that's not their fault. That's game developers' fault. Oh, but this is so wrong. And somebody doesn't like my judgment of their little artistry. Fine, I'll buy you an airline ticket. You come say it to my face. Well, my fellow travelers, it's a sad day for playing No Man's Sky. Bluntly put. I have met a few wonderful people through the channel and through the game, but I can count them on the fingers of one hand. And I've dealt with a few snarky and unpleasant people, and in some cases they might have been right about what they were saying, but the chief complaints seemed to be about how I was saying something, and yet it wasn't any better on their part. And I met a lot of trolls. It's a modest channel. I don't have a lot of visitors, but seeing this happen once or twice in some places that weren't featured at the Anomaly, random base I came to just happened to be at a Nine-Night farm or something, and if you go and you leave and you come back, the Nine-Nights curious balls reappear. So you're not taking anything away from the person. So yes, I would farm to my heart's content. One day I show up and it's like, what the fuck is this building doing here? Then I realized, oh, wait a minute. Somebody built a building smack in the middle of the walkway, half on the landing pad. Wait a minute, the person who built the base wouldn't have done that. But I've never seen anything like that on this scale. It's just, wow, mind-blowing. Let's go back and have a look. Hopefully I won't see it. Now, if it's an iteration thing, it's a cross-platform thing, then hopefully I won't see it. That's just so wrong. To the founder, creator, Hello Games, I presume is also the CEO, the person who a lot of people applaud for creating Hello Games, if I understand correctly, mortgaged his house to get the capital necessary to build the game. Please do something about the people who are doing this to the bases that somebody at your game decided to feature for the enjoyment of everybody else. Because that is not only a slap in the face of the creator of these bases, not just a slap in the face of the ordinary players who don't feel the urge to do stuff like this, but it's also a slap in your face. Somebody saying that you're not going to do anything about this. Thank you for your time.
Anomaly teleporter. Few things make me angry or sad. Even fewer make me both angry and sad. But the current state of the featured bases on the Anomaly teleporter managed to make me both sad and angry at the same time. TLDR, if you decide to go visit, turn PvP off, turn multiplayer off, come in creative mode, and keep an orbital uplink handy. You can get one on my Discord server, details in the description. GoodGuysFree here with yet another request to Hello Games, which will become super obvious after you see what has happened to those magnificent creations. The whole thing started after Voyager's update, when we discovered that corvettes are a fertile ground to all kinds of griefing. I made a video about how an orbital uplink, which you can get in the Corvette expedition, could help you escape from various situations and even from a death loop. See this video for details. I was on it, decided that my community will use a save editor to give myself and others orbital uplinks outside the expedition, and that we will give them out and teach people how to duplicate them. My Discord community has a bot that registers these requests and sends you the link to the video to learn how to duplicate. But I wanted more. Exchanging friend codes takes time, so I thought, why not go somewhere that's easy for others to follow? The Anomaly teleporter has these beautiful featured bases, and why not just tell people to go there and I will meet them? I started with the first one, and at first everything was okay. A few multiplayer hiccups, but overall pretty okay. And then the problems started. Weird blobs appeared. More and more overlapping bases with parts that cannot be meant to add to the base, only to interfere by blocking access, etc. So you report the bases, but they don't disappear from your reporting list, and most of them don't seem to be the ones causing any issue. Fight it as much as you like, you can't win. The players who placed those bases, I hope they are not on my Discord and not subscribed to my channel, and if yes, I hope they leave. I then went to the last one on the list. At first everything was okay, sure. And after a time, other overlapping bases started to appear. But another thing happened. I could see players in creative mode flying around shooting at anyone they could see, in the hope that they would kill them. Some started shooting at me, and other bases, not any better.
This is the end, beautiful friend.